Ansumana. Hello, Ansumana.
Okay, Kumbara.
Go, yeah, call from call invite the boy. Can you say it, Ansumana? Abeda, is that say no?
Ah?
For is that say no? La page or
But not you.
Huh?
What you want to do?
No.
I'm going to invite.
I see la page or you know, we see we can invite up to any Adama. Because and you can write on the comment section. That it don't tell about oh linko iba me fong la adi anying la Adama ani nying Abdou. Abdou mo la friendly dia.
Abdou.
Ha. Yeah, hello Adama.
Hi.
Yeah, Adama, I'm sorry. You know, it's not easy. I spoke to one guy, you know, so hopefully next week he's gonna get us somebody to help us. Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ansman to say it. I'm trying to, you know, get, you know, Abdou on. But can you also share the link to him, Abdou? Please.
Then I have to be out. I go out here.
Or you have to be out. You have to be out. Anyway, let me try again. Oh. Ansumana.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. Yeah. I even invited, you know, Abdou. Abdou, I invited him. It's indicated here. He's invited. So let him check his, you know, notification.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have his number?
It's not among my friends, so okay.
Do you have this thing? You know, Abdou, his Facebook name. Let me tell you his Facebook name. Yeah, his Facebook name is Borom, Borom.
No, he's not among my friends, so he didn't appear on my.
Oh, okay. Adama. Hello, Adama.
I'm getting you. I am.
Yes, can you send it to Abdou? Please.
If I log out, then it means I have to come back again. I need a new request.
Okay, all right. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I've invited him already, you know, because the invitation has been sent. So I don't know why.
He has to accept it. Actually, he has to.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Adama. While we are trying to, you know, to get hold of Abdou, you know, Adama, can we just introduce ourselves, you know, and then we see where we go. Hello, Adama.
I am getting it. I am. We're all getting it.
If you want to introduce yourself again, please.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Adama Hawa Kamara. I am a person with disability, born and raised in the Gambia, currently residing in Germany.
Thank you. Asmana?
Yes, sir.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Could you please off the mic if you're not talking, then I think it's going to echo.
Okay. My name's good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to Disability Empowerment Show. I am Ansumana Sano. I am from Jalambang, behind Birkama. I'm the coordinator of Global Initiative for the Support of Persons with Disability, and I'm the Brailleist too.
Yeah, thank you, Ansumana. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, my name is Usman Jallo. I'm also a Gambian residing in Manchester, a physically disabled person. As we said, on our advert, today we'll be having ABDOU Jassey. ABDOU Jassey is a guy who had genetic condition. So we are trying to get him and see if he could come on, because okay, it looks like he's watching. I've seen him now watching. Let me see if I can. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to add him now. Yeah, it's adding. Oh yeah. Hello, Abdul.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, Abdul, we are very, very sorry about this.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand.
Yes, it's a new thing, but hopefully in due course, I spoke to a guy, who works with iAfrica.
Okay.
So he promised to get people, so that they could help us to do the background work,
No problem.
to set the platform and everything.
That would be great.
Yeah, yeah. Abdul, as you know that, we were trying to hold this program since last week, but due to network issue, that's
Yes.
why we couldn't, but thank you so much, for coming here. Right now, you are with me. We have Adam Awa Kamara, and then we have Ansumana Sano also from the Gambia.
Okay, I agree them both.
So, thank you so much.
Welcome, Abdul. Welcome. Nice to finally
Thank you.
meet. Thank you for coming.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, guys, is it very audible? It's not making too much of noise.
Bluetooth mode.
I think if we're not actually talking, we should all off the mic, especially because if not, we're going to
Yes.
hear ourselves. I think.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, Abdul. Briefly, as you know that time has gone, and here is very, very dark.
All right.
And I think Gambia also, it's not
Yeah.
it's not going to be very soon. It's going to be Maghrib. So
All right.
before we don't have to waste much time. Abdul, can you just introduce briefly who is ABDOU Jassey?
Thank you so much. My name is ABDOU Jassey. That's my real name, but on Facebook I am known as Borombah Jassey. That name is been given to me by a very dear friend. It's a she. She gave it to me as a way of telling me that you are a very kind guy, you are a very good guy. So that's why she calls me Borombah Jassey. Borombah, meaning you are a very kind guy. So basically, I am a Gambian born in Bundung. I was bred in Manjayakunda. That's almost my whole life. I did spend it at Manjayakunda. I recently transferred to Yuna. So that's where I'm staying right now. And I work as a chef at Sibek International School, where we cater for the kids and staff to have their lunch during their lesson. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Abdul, for that brief introduction. Thank you so much.
All right.
As we started last time at this thing, Abdul, we want you to tell us, what type of disability or what type of condition do you have?
Okay. Okay, like I said last time, it's not like I am physically disabled, but what I have is a skin. This is they call it here locally kulifetang. In English, they call it vitiligo. It's a sickness that changes the color of the skin. Like if you are black, it will change it to be like white or yellow. So it's called vitiligo. That's the one I'm suffering for the last 10 to 12 years now. I tried all sort of medication, but to no avail. So I just say, Alhamdulillah, let me just be in Allah and just move on with my life.
Okay, Abdul, from the way you are talking, it means that you are not born with it.
No, I wasn't. It started appearing in the year 2010. I wasn't born with it.
Okay, yes. Thank you, yeah.
2010, it started spreading. Almost half of my face is gone, or almost my whole face is gone.
Okay, yes, yeah, okay, yeah. Adama, you heard about what ABDOU said.
Yes, right.
Okay, Adama, can you, the condition that ABDOU have, can you elaborate more on the scientific cause of, the illness that ABDOU got?
Yes, ABDOU stated, he has a condition called vitiligo. Vitiligo is an autonomic disorder. It means we have immune system. Immune system is that help us to fight our, let's say if we have bacterial in our system or any other foreign invaders, these are the our immune system fight against it. So in a sense of autoimmune conditions or diseases, it, instead of doing the job, instead of fighting for the invaders in this form, bacteria or whatever disease, it destroys the immune system. It means the immune system itself is destroying the body, it's destroying the system of the body. So in that case, vitiligo is a condition that appears, is called in a scientific way, and that's why it's called autoimmune diseases. It's an autoimmune disease. It means the cells that are responsible for giving us the pigmentation of the color of our skin. It's destroyed the cells. So it means in ABDOU's case, his immune system mistakenly see the pigmentation, the cell that actually produce the pigmentation, sees as a threat. So that's the reason why ABDOU has a condition. Normally, it's like according to statistics, there are 1% of the population in the world that has the vitiligo. So vitiligo affects all skin types. It doesn't matter whether you are white or dark skin tone, but it appears more with people our own skin type because of our skin color. So there are so many types and forms of vitiligo. Vitiligo affects you are not born with it, but it can slowly start to appear at let's say at age of 12, maybe even young, maybe even around your 20s. But if it is actually been caught at a very early stage, it can be it can be suppressed. In this case, it will not spread the way it's like in the form of ABDOU. So if you reach at the age of 30, it is going to be very, very difficult to have it under control. So the best you could do in ABDOU's case is to always protect your skin from the sun. It means you have to use sunscreen, sun cream, and protect your skin from it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Adama, for that wonderful explanation, because that is very, very important. I'm hearing a background noise. Hello,
ABDOU, please, could you please off the audio, your mic?
Okay, yes. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Adama, thank you so much. That was a very, very good explanation. And I think that is very, very important, because many of us will be hearing it, but we don't know, the cause of it, and some of the effect it has on us as an individual. And that was very, 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 very good, Yeah, Adama, can you explain this in our local languages? Because it's very, very important. Because, we know that our parents, they cannot speak English. And I think we are speaking to everybody in the Gambia. So if you can briefly explain it to all of our Fula or Mandinka, please. Thank you.
Comme ñu doon wax ABDOU dafa am condition kun invité ABDOU la tudda. ABDOU dafa am condition bu ndee ooyee si angale vitiligo. Vitiligo condition la boo xamante ne daf dee change sa color, sa skin color bi lu mel. instead of, because then am lunde oye sun soldier, like sun soldat yarami. So sun soldat yarami. Then could they daf data daf de mistake cells yo hamantene yo wara tax be ñu am suñ skin color bi daf ko dee jaawale so si loo xamante ne dafa dangerous. So in this case sa immune system bi sa soldier yaram bi ñoo nekk di xeex against your system. So in this case loolu moo dee tax ba sa skin bi du am color bu mu war a am. So feebar loo xamante ne amut loo xamante ne dang ko waala doo dee mun a waala loolu nit dafa mel ne sa système bi more community translate in a way ne nekkul loo xamante ne dafa dangerous. So in that case vitiligo comme li ma la waxal nekkul ne feebar boo xamante ne danga ko dee waalane doo ko dee mën a waalane. So ku am vitiligo the best thing lu nga xamante ne bu dee affaire start na di génn at a very early age foofu di nga mun a dem si doctor bi and then ñu xool ñu check because dafa am so many ways naka leen ko dee detected. But if so xamante ne yaa ngi reach age 30 affaire duñ ko mun a break that much. So the best you could do is to actually nga protect sa skin bi si lifin bi si naaj bi ba mu ne léegi naaj bi su tàngee too much yow yaa war a dafa am diw yu ndee use loo xamante ne daf de protect suñ skin bi pour naaj bi bu ko laal that much. So up to condition boobu la am te si biir aduna bi yëpp dafa am 1% of population aduna bi yëpp ñoo am vitiligo. So vitiligo am na façon type yu nekk am na general am na boo xamante ne bunde ooyee generalized one am na boo xamante ne bunde ooyee universal one. So universal one bi moo nekk boo xamante ne daf dee change the whole color skin bi lifin sa skin yaram bi yëpp color bi yëpp lam di change. Am na boo xamante ne patches la ko dee def like in a sense ne daf dee start lu mel ni mu saakul tuuti and then su paree fii mu dem fii mu change. So dafa am yoo xamante so it depends on ban type yi vitiligo nga am. So daanaka basically loolu moo nekk vitiligo.
Jërëjëf Adama loolu set na thank you so much. Abdou.
Naam.
Abdou dégg nga kii ni Adama li mu wax.
waaw
loolu la so Abdou yow yaa ngi am léegi ni ban jafe-jafe nga di am foofu because suñu xam ne am nga suñu waxee Gambia ay lopitaan ni ak nit yi ban jafe-jafe nga de xam yoon in terms of force li mu la xam ne ban jafe-jafe nga am and at the same time people itam doomi adama itam seen attitude towards yoo xam nga ban jafe-jafe nga am soo ko mënee tenkal si Olof please.
waaw jërëjëf force jafe-jafe bi ma si am mooy personnellement comme su ma dee daf ma dee affect comme su fekkee dama am stress nii daf dee xonga cuur di métti di xesan o su ma liggéey nii ba ma feel tiredness ma am coono nii daf ma dee affect di lakka suma yaram yëpp loolu mooy li nga xam ne maa ngi ko am personnel li nga xam ne moom ma affect waaye benn bi tamit bu nga xam ne si dëkk bi comme si outside mi su ma génnee ni par instance ma dem si place bi nga xam ne ñi xamuñ ma foofu noonu especially xale ndaw yi suñu ma gisee rek dañ dee daw dañ dee ragal dañ dee foog ne beneen façon nit la à temps tam day dégg xale ñu kankurang xam nga so yooyu noonu moom moo de moom loolu façon jafe-jafe yooyu laa nekk di face waaye général la nag alhamdulilah du ma nekkul di ma affect daal li nga xam ne mu ngay yaax suma liggéey o mu ngay yaax suma social life I am going about my business my daily business every day yaaxaluma dara apart from li ma la wax noonu
waaw Abdou jërëjëf loolu seet na Abdou yaa ngi wax loolu xale yi suñ la gisee Abdou yow nag nga ne yaa ngi liggéey si school bi nii naka xale yooyu noonu si school bi nii naka la gars yi di react because yaa ngi wax xale yi suñ la gisee dañ la dee daw o ñu wax kankurang si school bi nga di liggéey foofu noonu looy def su nekkee xale yi xam nga they are not discriminating yow looy def o teacher si lan leen def lu nga xam ne booy pour wàññi yooyu noonu.
waaw xam nga man maa ngi nekk si place bi nga xam ne is an international school is an international setup you have kids from all over the world ñu nga xam ne ñu ngi attend foofu noonu ba pare tamit li ma gën a jàppale foofu noonu xale yi nga xam ne su fekkee ay xale yi la ni ñu ngi soog a enroll nii some of them dañu ma dee gis di ma daw waaye as time goes on because some of them they have been there for the past from nursery up to primary level. So they are used to me. Min nañu ma dam de kafa gaay watana gaay may toga gaay di len jox xam nga min nañu way su fekkee ñu ins ñi nga xam ne they are just enroll ñoo dañ di am some difficulties tuuti pour ñu accept ma waaye as time goes on dañ ma day miin so foofu no liggéey kaay moom I have no am nga issue there alhamdulillah maa ngi sant yàlla si loolu waa
Okay, Abdul, lolo is very, very nice. Abdul, léegi ni yow yaa ngi am lii nii. Nga ne yaa gën a tuuti nii. Okay, yaa ngi Gambia. Now, in terms of nga ne da nga dee dem ci lopitaan di try di uti garab no waaye ba léegi ni lifi now in terms of health wise. Comme suñ doctor yi suñ Ministry of Health, you know, or the government or any other NGOs ñu nga xam ne bo xam nga dañ di advocate things like that, you know. You know, they have they support, you know, or also they may see they have difficulties, or so they may see other plus, you know, you have you want supply you want to dimbale, you meet a dimbale la. But Jaffe nga they am for no.
Man for now man the first 5 years I don't try pour ma kiyoko why bi ma jame ba gis ne affaire bi demut si la give up dal ma jappa si yalla ma bay di dem l'hôpital. So after one, I'm not use like local herbs in why yet still. So mother use your local herbs pour cure this issue that they am lenelum affect suma yaram bi. So lol dem na be affect suma other part of the body. So mo tamane haral ma bay ko completely ma jaba ci yalla because there are a lot of people yi nga xamne wax nañ mané li neko li nga xamne is dafa serious am nga ñene ta dañ dem nañ up to the extent ñu ne mané nit yalla digantan mo dé am li soko amé do so dé do dem safara ak yoy non man harama muy ne comme ko li affectul ma kay ma ngay say I have 3 kids affectul suma mare tamit affectul suma manhood so man alhamdulillah harama ma continuer rek ma baye ko ak yalla rek so it doesn't affect me that much.
Oh, Abdul, Lolo is very, very good to hear, you know, because it's more like that. I can see that I'm support, you know, from your families, from your community, because that is very, very important. Because it means that you are so proud, put them gain, especially yange them like noble support because of yange amlini. And the Lord therefore important because it's all about I'm confidence work on. Kamuna when need hey. Because man am le lolu mota def ma wala lolu waruma tardel, you know, si suma life which is very good. Te lolu itam lolu only muna possible sa environment because ñun suñu xamne suñ environment is very, very important because ñun fofu len jitu. So if you have the good people around you, your neighbor, you know, your family, ñu xamne ñu la support, ñu xamne ñu la xoluñ la pot bobu no because yaangi am lini lolu dafa dey war and for the fact that yaangi am sa njaboot sa family bi Lord is very, very important because you have sometimes so this kind of condition or disability. People am jabar sak easy with am family sak easy with because nobody then that so that is very, very important.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, look Abdul naman latina you bari no harama ba suma gaay ni ñom itam ñu am suñu amé anything nga am no latina boy then after you continue program. Yeah, hello Adam and Antumana. I've asked some of the questions that I want to ask, you know, you guys also, if you have anything, you know, any question you want to ask, you know, you're highly welcome.
Yes, actually, just to elaborate, because Mamunes, I mean, stress also being a factor of Bohamantan, people with vitiligo. I mean, you have to always manage your stress in a sense, to not affect your condition that much, which is also, it helps when you realize that you have stress, you always have to remind yourself, okay, how can I manage it? How can I manage my stress not to actually, because you need to stress mom is a factor but stress is some factor stress comes in so many forms, but stress can really do something you don't even want it. So I think people with vitiligo, they are more sensitive to stress because it always shows on their skin, and being the population, being society, if you look different from others, people and then they would actually imitate me. I think the kids they don't know that. But what helps you a lot is much Monica, the place is diverse, really. So you have kids from all over the world, and because CBEC is a very international school, and people see, and with time they got used to it. So what about ko xamantene ne mu ngi just judo right now, and mu ngi let's say next 5 years, am 5, 10, 7 years mu ngi am condition bi kooku noonu naka nga ko mën a like how can you help the parents, how can you help kooku noonu yaayam ak di ko wane okay man daloon na ma ba léegi mu ma dal, so how can you go out and motivate such people and tell them, you know what, having a vitiligo condition doesn't mean that I cannot do nothing. And you have kids, and then you have a wife, and none of them are affected. You know, it's not it can be hereditary, it can be you can actually pass it through your kids, but it is not also 100%, because science of their one and there are percentage, but then there is minimized really. So how can you motivate that parent? Just, you know, starting to have that symptoms, because at the beginning it's very depressive. It is very depressive because society, you feel like you are wrong. You feel like you are actually in a different world because so first definitely depressed in a way that because of how you look. So how were you able to manage that? How?
Well, with today dama gis ki nga xamne amna the same condition or for the comme ni nga ko waye xale nga xamne amna 7 or 8 years koku comme science, according to scientists, come at early age, mun nga ko treat. So dama advice parents mi su ko defé mu mëna dem am nga seek for medical advice, dem l'hôpital ñu sét naka lañ mëna traiter xalé bo non bala mu gëna mag. Comme ni ko waxé su amé certain age comme man at bi ma dal I was like 25, 26 bi ma dalé bo it was too late nga xamné mun na ko kiyo. Because my immune system is dafa defin already magana already, so xalé yi mom pour ñu tri ko mom dafa yomba. So dina advice parents yi su ko defé mu mëna yobbu xalé bi l'hôpital ñu tri ko, because fala mo gëna neexé tri dan su passé fofu non.
That's see wàllum sorry doguma la si wàllum emotional support am na ñoo xamante ne ba léegi ba saa at the age of 30 to 25 upwards really ñu ko am, because comme li ma la wax tamit not only to manage your stress, but then they am si clinic, do you even hear the government or kum nekk clinic boo xamante ne dangaa dem for xamante ne you need sun cream is important because because the skin is more sensitive to the UV, to the sun, so that tamit lang ko wara protect. So do you have access to that? Do you have access to sunscreen?
Comme man ni ma ko waxee earlier on dama dem ba give up, so man du nekk fu mu ne nii I'm not trying pour ma cover ma xam nga ma faju o ma defar suma skin, so man maa ko bàyyi noonu rek give up na hospital things since the past 10 years defuma any inquiries or any attempt pour ma clear this thing, so dama muñ rek bàyyi ko noonu rek jàppa si yàlla. Waaw waaye bi boobu nag maa ngi ko doon traîner am na benn Indian lady bu ma doon jox ay cream maa ngi ko doon try but it was not working, so ma ne xaaral ma bàyyi balaa mu gën a affect ma ne xaaral ma bàyyi ko noonu rek pour ma wala dëgg right now nekk ma di def any attempt pour ma clear this thing out.
No, the cream itself is not promote, because right now the condition has already been transliving now. It's already there, right? So the only thing that you can use to help your skin not to be more sensitive to the sun is to always use sun cream, because Gambia dafa tanga denne kan du Gambia we live in a continent dafa tanga, so too much sunlight is what you have to avoid. So you need the sun cream to protect your skin from being too sensitive to the sun. Actually.
Dama dem ba gis ne even su fekkee maa ngi use sun cream bi comme man maa ngi liggéey as a chef, I am always in the kitchen which is always hot and dark. Dama foog ne loolu tamit su ma ko use ta xëy na dina ma du am benn effect, because I am always in the kitchen, flames free for all over, the heat, the breeze, the smoke, so loolu moom du ma dimbali, so even su ma use the sunscreen bi sax, so I don't think ne dina jar ma use man kay ma ne xaaral ma bàyyi noonu rek muñ rek jàpp si yàlla. Comme affectul ma dara in negatively, so ma ne xaaral ma bàyyi ko noonu rek ba jàpp si yàlla.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
And Sumana?
Yes. And Sumana?
Yes, sir.
Nko lafta isake mande ngawda ya moy Abdou ay même fo ala diamo be ya moy. Okay, okay. Abdou ite fana yem pun question o soto me ala ko isi Abdou nyenenka inko do.
Oh, okay. Abdou numbara jaraba numbara.
Numbara morki. Numbara.
Nde dal nde nyine garo ma yambul ake wari nde mu lanjurto nde katama dokola.
Aha.
Tap do konti kiline wuro wala nangu. Na nyine garo folo be kala minti wala nyinti e kafo soto janne bang gambe janto alla nyi ni sasa be minda o e kafo soto janne bang.
Inimbara. As far as I know, kapo ni vitiligo kapo amantara jam follow. Although people more bijanne mi asoto killing ni at times in tata town. If I meet someone with the same condition, nkalo ni te diamu nga nga few things exchange. But pour ka follow o man soto jam follow. Ma organize bi ke jang pour ka woke follow. Maybe in na bi job abekela.
Ukilin. Pan hakima yala dami nyindi go woto al nyanta tala soto. Soto den ibajala al bedo kilina fala. Ibajala ko al si tarno dan juto la kafu bato ka fumi je. Gambia fedo.
No problem.
Womu fere kilindi. Fere bulanja onali ya lonko ala kamunyi wote kafo lono la. Woto ale som ko si ale wite albino ka fumi la albino na manni ka fando ka fo funel. Wole ka fo soto janne adu la starting with GFD. Maybe natari be interest la then ninyi meeting band then number tanole then siadi number with nol si bank isi register ka photo because of ka albinol tanka so albinol na conditional yata.
No problem. It's a very good idea and suggestion. Me la pulka join auto. Ba ntol mamira ntol siata jang ntol vitiligo mol man siata jang ko adama ya fo nyami 1% of the world population is affected by vitiligo. So wo percentage o adama di mi gina doyata amantara jang Gambia. So ntol man siata jang ngamol min jang mi ni soto mamira akamita mo lulu la de tanga mi lon personally man siata.
Say albe join albino association also. So they are not good. Bajala ko certain to lanju tole actually so happening. Anyanta lanju tole makwela barni nimi mantare ka fo nyin kono maybe ala nafasi bar jampala le mela fana ko be advice la wala
itonya be wakila nga okay inshallah
from banda Usman ben nam delale then
okay me kontaan la baake ni join je mana bela fele kam mo ma koy baake at least
okay yeah so okay jambala wolom price min ko son science cream ni anta apply la ka apply ibajal balote nurado balote jani la baake because will be to ani kala file ko nimpindi ta dawna ni sotaro kana soto mbala noro kan kana tar nori mbake because mol kama nyamin bole kala kodi yo ay mbafule abaraka bak
Inimbara.
madi ba koran
Alhamdulillah. Inimbara bake. Alejo.
Asumana barka bake ela akumada bake ela question oli ambenye ka akumada bake asumana ite be Gambia ite imulanjo toldi san isi mune fo mole Gambia no isi advocate nyale pour ñing appui men soto pour ñeje e kana appui dinimol kana bori o kana bulo chodi aba bo kana ko ha ñing ñi sasa to something ite isi mol advocate no nyali Gambia do because ite be Gambia asumana as a person with disability
kono mo ko yalon ko min sene ada wolom nyindi system adama awa min nyimu sasa de mi ka mo samala na e bulo le du ñob wala na e buka san wo nyama so woto no amanke nyemu so jarol doron si soto ko wala kuloro fal bari min bije wolom nyindi ko molomu no woto sa ni momondi nyaaje nyaay mo le doron role be kuloro sifa ba jamaare bada par molum doron kan ko mo fi ciole mo ba nya bala bulu ba simba tam akadiam kadum akku mo par sa ko le deficiency sai sam mo le tan amanjare lala ni da kan lokan ita naka be sa hani molum yata dindu ba to nyen isa kana to nyen katum molum ni wol be ko wok non der ngalu bisa
there's a background noise Ansuman hello Ansuman
yes
yes yeah ila diama akumada baka barka baka thank you so much Baju la former Khalifa sa Baju la reparang nyai fema men soto je asa lafano je so Khalifa if you are hearing me I'm going to try and see if I can send you a request Khalifa long ajube man for whether he's going to accept 3 invitees for
okay guy nana nin Khalifa padanga si
okay I'm back no problem mo be murunde la nya parade amoy okay thank you Ansuwana you drop that and now give a form by adla baling all kami ko jang wala mo lanjurto la ko wala mo Gambia dol be mo lanjurto to be men ka diamu jang ntol nga lanjurto soto so wala nan kana jang every Saturday ka diamu mode Gambia ko le lanjurto ha because you lanjurto soto that doesn't mean that amanke hada madingoto anna ko mayda baake because mo jamal beje ni ko kar mo lanjurto drondedi amunta ko ika bori amunta ko mo jama ka ku jama fo mo ka ni lanjurto kay ata tala karamo ata dokula ko jama family to je anni tol nata je jama di bugal lanju tol consider baake so wala nan tol nata jankana ka mol karani kana ka diamo ndol mul lanju tol bari ni tol fana ni ale mol mako comme ale dol mako nyame tol fana be futala je al barka baake hello Khalifa let me see where I can see Khalifa yeah I'm not seeing Khalifa here. Yeah, Khalifa, I've invited you already. So if you can send me a request, Mr. Sa. Yeah, okay, Abdul, why Khalifa, Khalifa Mungeni, Abdul.
No.
Okay, ngane yàggul nga am lii nii dan bi nga ko amee itam try nga lopitaan yëpp comme Adama lim la dee wax am nga cream bi def la dee dimbale just direct heat of the sun def la dee dimbale it doesn't mean xam nga yaa ngi si waañ bi nii yaa ngi am lii waaye am nga soo amee cream bi comme soo génnee si naaj bi nii cream bi def la dee mun a dimbale because comme like fii nii tubaab bi suñu dem holidays dañ koy jënd sun cream boobu def la dee dimbale soo ko defee da ngaa gis naaj bi du mun a directly si sa yaram bi and I think that is very very important maybe soo ko tryé def laa dimbale that doesn't mean that cream bi xam nga dafa génne jàngoro bi but at least li mu tuuti def laa dimbale sax nga gis su la dimbale rek da ngaa jàng loolu def na because comme la yaa ngi am feebar ni any little bit lu nga xam ne mu ngi ko protect so that feebar bi du mun a gën a garaaw o du mun a damage sa yaram bi moo loolu dafa important yes loolu la because xam nga soo nekkee si waañ bi ne doo dee am naaj waaye tàngaay nga dee am waaw xam nga soo nekkee si biti nii moo nekk lifin bi ni naaj bi def dee ñëw directly si sa yaram bi so léegi ni cream bi su nekkee yaa ngi ko am ni xam nga naaj bi instead mu ñëw direct sa yaram def dee ñëw si cream bi on top of xam nga so da ngaa gis loolu li mu tuuti xam naa mais bi lu mu laajte waaye li mu tuuti def laa dimbale
waaw loolu dëgg la
loolu la wa comme Ansumana li mu la wax fii xam nga loolu dafa over important because xam nga lii is advocacy yow sa bopp sax xam nga tey comme li nga def fii nii you are doing advocacy and I think you should be able to continue this thing you should be able to fight comme li nga de wax fii nii soo tasee ak sa morom gaay ni xam nga da nga leen de waxtaan ak ñoom nga aidaleen xam nga ngeen waxtaan so loolu dafa over important te di moo yaa ngi def loolu du moo dimbale because maybe yow tey da nga am fit xam nga pour mun a wax fii nii online waaye am na kenn ku nekk fale amul fit boobu moom so ñun nag loolu dafa over important fii nii because ñun dañ bugga ñun yëpp ñu génn ñu wax because xam nga suñu wowul suñ difficulty suñ jafe-jafe yi nii nit duñ ko dee mun a am so da ngaa gis anybody ku nga xam ne def la discriminate yow doo ko mun a blame because xamul so loolu dafa over important I think for me what I'm advising is to be more vocal xam nga is to be more vocal léegi even to go to your Facebook xam nga boy nga you explain to people because am na ñu bari xam nga they don't understand this thing am na ñu bari mosuñ dégga this type of genetic condition understand te loolu dafa over important hopefully xam nga the more you are advocating te so join ay video lifin bi Ansumana li ma la waay tam xam nga there are a lot of things that you guys you can share together
I'll do that inshallah
loolu dafa over important yes Abdou so léegi ñu ngi wax xam nga jafe-jafe yi ne li nga dee jàng because loolu dafa over important because when we talk about disability or xam nga condition bi nga am fii nii we talking about more suñ jafe-jafe is about the stigma understand xam nga stigma boobu dafa over important because stigma bi moo dee tax xam nga maybe borom dafa bëgg a génn mun ta génn maybe boromam dafa bëgg a wax si mbooloo mun ta wax si mbooloo understand so léegi ne dama bëgg a xam nga explain you more about that stigma nga explain money just for you to talk about yourself tell them xam nga because of yow da nga am lii because remember what you are talking here you are talking about your
stigma bi moom boobu mu ngi am moom comme ni ma ko waxee man su ma génnee ni place bi nga xam ne ñi xamuñu ma fa xale yi dañ ma dee daw sometimes even elderly people like ladies nii dañ ma dee daw sometimes dañ ma dee may yoon man ma dem ñoom ñu soog a dem daf ma dee affect waaye man du ma non daf ma dee affect ne comme émotion dama dee gis ne ñi xamuñu xaaral ma bàyyi leen rek waaye leen la tal li nga xam ne def na ko si man am na si man advantage am na si man disadvantage so benn si advantage yi mooy dafa tax man ma maandu dafa ma tax man du ma dee dugga si yëfi criminel because I am visible su ma demee si di def ay yu bon man neex naa xàmmee because of ni ma mel so daf ma yar ba nga xam ne man du may dugga si yu bon du may tux du may saacantu du may dem si place bi nga xam ne it's not good because of suma condition dama neex a xàmmee so mun naa dem place ma defal lu bon ñu ne ma borom kanam bu ñoom ñi fii lu boo de lakka borom kanam bu lakka bi lañ dee wax so xam nga daf ma lii vitiligo bi daf ma yar a lot bi nga xam ne man dama téye sama bopp ma xam ki ma doon ma xam sama bopp waaw loolu bokk na si advantage yi nga xam ne jox na ma ko waaw because I am visible xam nga waruma def li nga xam ne dafa bon because lu ndaw lu ma def rek dinañ ma xàmmee so xam nga exactly waaye am na disadvantage yi nga xam yu bëri yi nga xam ne xale yi dañu may daw comme ni ma ko waxee jigéen ñi dañu may daw su may dem ni place bi nga xamuñ ma dañ ma dee abal yoon wi man ma dem so loolu dafa ma dee affect dafa ma daan affect before waaye léegi alhamdulilah léegi moom I'm used to it.
Yes, Abdou loolu baax na comme li nga wax fii nii comme li ma la wax fii nii. Gis nga you can even organize bu nga xam ne ko gis nga school si xam nga xale yi. moo se te xale yi dañ dee nekk si li bi man su ma nekkoon yow sax mun ngaa organize maybe soo amee time ni xaw ma sa liggéey seetul time ni waaye it be good xam nga léegi soo munee dem si school si ni during seen assembly time ni after xam nga su nekkee booy gars mun na la jot am nga few 5 minutes nga wax because loolu dafa war important because comme li ma la xale yu bari fii ni xam nga xamul ñun xam ne even maki xamul waaye xam nga tey comme li nga wax fii ni xale bu nga xam ne bu nekk sa school fi nga nekk foofu noonu ñooy noonu am nen la ñooy xam nga léegi duñ la dee lifin because waaye comme li nga wax fi xanaa maybe xale ñu ñëw ees waaye boobu even ñooy itam boy maybe after couple of weeks yoo noonu xam nga dañ dee lifin duñ la dee xool so I think dafa over important either xam nga video bi itam dafa over important because xam nga because yow you are the best person to go and narrate those stories.
Yeah, you're right.
So even this politician, if you can contact them, because sometimes when you have a program somewhere else, you go there, and you talk, because it's very important, because it's not about sensitizing one entity. Hey, man, understand? Because of them, I'm leading. Buguma kelti ma hole benen bot. Understand? Buguma kelti ma jihon. The law is over important. Yeah, Lola, daughter, and even sister school, it is an opportunity to put you in a legal assembly. Because maybe the child that you are educating there, so they may see and carry it. The send care, the maybe 2, 3, or 5 you find that I'm the Ben in school, so then I just then you narrate the story from your school to their homes. Then you meet them, send how it is, and then go your another school. I think that is very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, Lola, yeah. So like now, in terms of this thing, we talk about advocacy, we talk about the stigma, because I'm a new important because the only thing more than you know how it feels so make a need def like John, so make a mark def like living because that's over important. So any effort then a def even towards the government, because sometimes you talk about this politician, maybe I'm understand? So even such a councillor will make a phone boy, if you take a phone on also MPP, it's always good, you get in touch with them, because I'm not maybe Hamon. Then I think it's right. Maybe your body on say boy guy, they don't know nothing. So it's always good try and contact, with people to advocate this thing, because they therefore important. Coming about maybe about 5 people. Maybe next year it might be more than that, because this is a condition at any time. It's just like disability. Yes, that's the point. Like I don't try Califasao, but it looks like he's not responding. Mange try to call it in Adni. Why Jisumako? Jisumako. So Adama.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yes, Adama. You had, what we are. I think you had what we are talking about, because we talk about stigma. We all know, you, Adama, and I. We know, the stigma, especially in the Gambia. The way people look at you, the way people call you those crazy names. Those are the things which that makes you, when you go and sit at that corner and start crying. How many times people like us have sit at that corner and start crying because of the names. I could remember last time I was at Westfield, I just nearly dropped dead because this driver, when this apprentice told me that just to stop and pick me up is a waste of time, I was very, very cross and angry. And these are some of the things that we need to put across there, because stigma, discrimination is one of the worst things to an individual. In fact, even whether it's disability or not, we all know that discrimination stigma is very, very powerful. You can even insult me, but if you discriminate me, I will feel it so bad, more than when you insult me. And I think that is very important. And we talk about, like Abdou, what he said, people are calling different names, people could just tell all sort of them, and that is not fair. And I think it's high time, where Gambian people, the politicians, for them to come and help us, to spread this message, because this message is very, very important and it's very powerful. So Adama, we talk all about this thing, with Abdul. You know, I think we are very, 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 very powerful when we talk about emotional support, because emotional support is something which is very, very important, because as a person with disability, as a parent, or as a wife, as children, which that you have the family who is having this kind of condition, if you don't have that support from them, if you don't have that support from the people outside, you know how it affects you. And you mentioned that, like, stress, when the individual is stressed and how it affects it, that is very, very important. Can you please elaborate more about that? Because emotional support is one of the things that we are lacking in the Gambia. Because when you are in Europe here, you got lots of people, who could help you in different ways. You got people, who could counsel you, people, who could advise you, people, who will be there financially. And these are some of the things that are lacking in the Gambia. And that is very, very important, Adama. If you can elaborate more about emotional support, and disability, discrimination, and the conditions that have to have.
Well, like I said before, the thing is that if you have been stigmatized, if stigma happens because of people don't know the reason why. So they try to stigmatize you based on the fact that this is how you look, and they identify you, just like Abdu said, like the born face, so this is how, because they identify your disability as, they don't see you as Abdu anymore, but they see you as this guy whose face is actually foreign. So I think people don't understand it. People don't know the reason why you have it. So being having emotional support for people with disabilities is very important. If you don't have, because it's emotional support is one of the one thing that even if you have to go out and cry, but know that you can always you can confide in people. For example, family members, your parents, your whoever whom you know in your family, that whenever you cry, if people call your names outside that define your disability, but home is a place that you feel like everyone accepts me, I'm welcome in my home. But for people with disability, not all of us have that. It's like their own family, their own members of the family, they are the one that will discriminate them instead. So emotional support is something that will prepare you mentally, that even if you go out, you're not going to personalize everything. If people call your names, you're just going to develop a thick skin that it will not get, even no matter how hurtful the words are, you don't actually, like Abdi said, at some point you do not see it as a threat before you actually personalizing it, because it's painful. That's not your name. Your name is Abdul, but they call they stigmatize you based on how you look. So it affects your well-being, your mentality. Obviously, it makes you feel like you're not wanted, that you are just odd, and this could even lead to suicide, because of the fact that you're not actually welcomed, or you're not actually seen as a human being, or as a member of a society. So having emotional support is to just mentally prepare you that whatever people tell you, you are actually not that. So it's important within our family members, within our homes, to not be discriminated, because it's the worst thing. I don't mind the outside world call me names, but if my family turn their back on me and do not mentally prepare or giving me the emotional support that I want, obviously I see it as there is no way forward for me. So it is important for a person with disability to have that in your trusted circle.
Yes, Adama, that is very, very important and very, very powerful, because support, in fact, word support, it's something which everybody needs, whether you have disability. And for us, we might need it more than the able people. For our families and the people around us, the environment, if we get that support, the right support, definitely, as you will not even feel that you have disabilities. Thank you so much. You guys, thank you so much for all those people, who are watching. If you want to participate, please send us requests. As we said that this platform is not only for people with disability, this platform is for everybody. Whether you are disabled or not, this platform is for you. We are here to educate people. Remember, there are people, who are more knowledgeable in terms of disability issues than even we, the disabled people. So we welcome you. Come and join us. Come and share the stories. As you know that, you might have a disabled child that you have seen struggling every day. So maybe you are the best person to come here and share the story of that individual. And that is very, very important. Abdul,
Yes.
coming back to you, Abdul, you said that, you have a family, you have 3 children. Am I
Yes.
right? Good. Yeah, you
Right.
have 3 children. So, Abdul, that's brilliant. That's fantastic. So can you tell me your relationship with your family? Because that is very important. Because remember, what we're talking about here is about, issues with disabled people. It's about how our family look after us. It's about how our family see ourselves, how they
Yes.
support us, because that is very, very important. Because I said, the home is the first thing, you know,
Mhm.
the home is the first place where you as a disabled person, you will, whether you feel comfortable, because sometimes, as a disabled child, sometimes even your own family, sometimes, they may discriminate you, or even if they don't discriminate you, maybe they don't know, how to help you or how to support you. All those things are very, very important. And it would be very good, for people to narrate their relationship between themselves, and their family. So if you have anything, to tell us, regarding about your family, the support you got, since you started seeing these things, it's highly welcome.
Thank you so much. My family has been there for me since this thing started appearing on my face. So I have to thank my family because honestly, without them, I would have been another person. They have been giving moral support. They have been giving all the supports that I needed, especially when I got a wife. She has been there for me. She's been helping me all along. When I got kids also, the kids also, they don't see me as somebody who has like a bone face, as they used to call me, Boron Kanamulaka. But they see me as a normal person, or a father like other fathers who are outside. So I have to thank my family. They've been there for me. There's only one of my aunts who used to see me and cry because one of my father's elder brother also had this condition, but he passed on. So whenever that my aunt see me, she used to cry because she used to think of the elder brother who has been very, 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 very instrumental in our family. So that's the negative side of the thing in my family. But generally, my family appreciate me. They help me. They still now some of them they suggest that I still take the medication, but I told them no. Alhamdulillah, let me just carry on and believe in Allah. Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, that is so nice, as you said, even the other, I don't know, aunt, who cry, I know that,
Mm,
her crying is just remind her, about, the other
yes.
lady who had it, for I know
Mm,
she means well, because it's
mm,
very, very important, as I said, up to, families, they are the first people,
mm,
they are the first people, who always,
exactly.
come and rescue you. And I think that is very, very important. Yeah, some
Yes,
of them, because of ignorance, they might be otherwise, but
exactly.
again, they always mean the best, for us. So that
Yes.
is very, very important,
And,
definitely,
and I also thank my second family. That's my working family where I work. They also give me too much support. Because that place is you have the staff from all over the world. You have staff from inside Africa, Gambia, yeah, Senegal, and all over Africa or all over the world. None of them has ever discriminated me. They all support me. They all see me as a brother. Some see me as a child. So I would like to thank the management where I work. They also give me a lot of support. To be honest, that also that place also. When I go there, it's just like I am in my home. Yeah, I would like to thank them too.
Oh, Abdul, that's brilliant, definitely.
Thank you.
Yes, that's brilliant, because that is very, very important, Abdul, because a place of work also is more important, as your home.
Exactly.
Because yes, because if you go to work and you are not happy, you will not be able to do your job.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah. And that is very, very important, because for me, I'm smiling because I know that, like Now where I work, the people, the culture, the accent I have,
Yes.
I'm always happy. It's not like before where I was working. So
Exactly.
every morning, I'm happy to get up, to go to work because very, very
Exactly.
important.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, because once people, people support you. Because remember, we need support.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and that support is not like giving us money or what support. The support is just as we're talking about emotional support. It's for people to consider us. It's for people to respect us. That
Exactly.
is that is very, very important.
Okay. That's true.
Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Adama.
Yes, I'm getting you. Usman, are you getting me?
Yeah. Hello, Adama.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, okay. Sorry, yeah. I say you heard Abdul talking about, the support he got from his family and the school where he's working.
Yes, yes, loud and clearly. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yes, yeah.
It is
Because
important. It's just like inclusion. He got included in the society. He has a job that, everyone appreciates him for for working this. Just like us here in Europe, we're all included in our workplace, So that's how he's been included. It's all about inclusion. He's been included, been appreciated, and he's doing his best. I think this is what we need. We need that in our workplace. We need that in Gambia, whereby your workplace, you are not being discriminated for being different, but also being included in the family, in the working family. So I think Abdul got that, and I'm very happy that such workplace actually exists, and we need more of that in Gambia.
Hello, host. I'm sorry, not earlier, but man, I couldn't join because Namira Fenko Nyinka 4 people later. Can you hear me?
Welcome, Khalifa.
All right, thank you. I came earlier, but I couldn't join the screen live, unfortunately, because I think it can only allow 4 people. But I've been following, as you can see, I'm at the shop again.
Okay.
But I want to welcome our guests and say thank you for coming in. And I missed some of the important parts. Like I say, it's a community shop, and sometimes the community needs your service. So I
Mm-hmm.
was just out to run some errands with one of the community members. So I came back to join the live. As you can see, you had a lot of noise when I joined the live. The backyard is full of people drinking attire. It's like a bantaman.
yes, yes, yeah,
Right.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Khalifa, welcome, Khalifa.
yeah,
Yeah, Khalifa, yeah, we were talking about, Abdul was narrating his story, the condition he
yeah,
got,
yeah.
and then, where we spoke about, some of the discrimination he had, the support, family support, emotional support.
Hmm.
Yes, and he himself said that, like, definitely, his family has been there for him. His place of work also is there, but still now, sometimes when you go out, kids call him all different sort of names. Sometimes some elderly people also calling him different names. And but he said that, because he's so strong, he's so determined that it doesn't stop him. We did advise him that, if he could do more advocacy, because it's very important, because many people are calling names, they are saying all sort of things because they don't know. And humanity suggested that, if he can join the albino,
Yeah.
society in the Gambia, where, they could exchange ideas and
Hmm.
then be doing more advocacy.
Hi.
Yes, yeah. So, if you want to ask, if you want to ask him any question in terms of, whatever question you have, you are highly welcome. And if you have any idea to add there, you are welcome.
Okay. Um, I think I had a little bit of what he was talking about at his workplace, like some of the newly entry students who see him differently than the ones who get used to him. I think Abdul needs to be strong. One, the stigma, because like we said before, disability is in twofold. The disability that can be seen with the naked eye, and the disability that is not seen physically. So ours, myself, yours, Adam, and Abdus are some of those examples of the disabilities I'm talking about. Big people can openly see it. So for you to be able to conquer all the stigmas and the staring of people looking at you, for that to be for that to be avoided, is gonna be very difficult because that's who you are. So first of all, Abdul has to accept who he is, and then he will be able to live within the society that he is in. Um, Whatever people describe him, whether they call him with the description of his disability, um, it's gonna be very, very difficult. But for it could be minimized. So the sensitization will start from he himself. For me, he needs to talk with the head teacher